Okay. Um, okay. I'm putting it back on the laptop over here because I believe it has better microphones and stuff attached to it, just in case. And um, you can hear both of the last videos just fine because you could hear the ultrasonic jammer was in the other room, or just in enclave over there. So I'm going to leave it up on live stream here, and more of the same. I can hear it chirping away to itself over there. So I'm not being electrocuted as we speak, but maybe slightly. Yeah, it's slightly, not just bludgeoning right this second. An improvement. I'll call my father about some funding. What? I know. Driving to Florida. No. It was 2 in the morning. I was getting sexually assaulted. He said it first. Says it first. I remember that now. Oh, I remembered. Okay, it happens a reasonable amount. Well, we already had that conversation with speakerphone. Really? Yeah, it's really bad. Um, it's not my fault. He said it first. If you could hear him, I was being like, get the thing that they're on. I was being electrocuted and sexually assaulted to death. Really. It really isn't me. It's the perp and the perpetrating. Some kind of dialogue and silence. Lambs, well, I'm concerned. But I mean, but you have no idea how bad it was. They've been following my body around 24/7 on that thing for the last 2 minutes while you guys are watching, which people know, they know what it is. Yeah, and then sexually assaulting me as badly as possible. They hooked it up to some kind of massage therapy this past. Every time I like was in a position to it, if you lay fully down and rape you. Oh, it's class A felony. They won't subject you to other people apparently, and the other people are also calling the police. So you need to get whatever this dynamic is, and it's definitely the same men in Arkansas and any other friends I picked up along the road. So here, or they could have nationwide buddies that they neighborhood pornography with, since they're so incredibly open about it. What I was saying in the end of the last one is like, no one must be around. You should be careful what you say. Um, I agree. Oh, but I don't think it's not me. Really, yeah. I think it was getting very combative, and I'm not sure what it is either. Uh, I think I was angry, but I'm angry at being like electrocuted. Right? Yeah, the extreme and not being allowed to eat, sleep, and then his language is so explicit. Really, yeah. And I was shouting back. Speakerphone said it first. You end up being like sexual harassed constantly, and then it's real combative, and it can actually hit you. The problem with this conspiracy theories of his is it's actually just ideation of like a meat suit. And always, have you caught Paul Dark? He's going to go into it. He's been doing it all morning. All morning was I woke up to it. Hmm. What's his fantasy story? The fantasy story is where he kidnaps people, and there's actually a thing where men had very strong tendencies and this ability that he's a while ago. And because of that, it evolved into the consummation of this. And they figured out they could do it. And they had access to abandoned like sewer areas. And actually, because so many people use the toilet and use the shower and water, oh, it's not anything because there's so much sewage, like rainwater runoff or something in her story. Trash crematoriums in his, yeah, he cooks people alive. I think that's for solid in the trash crematorium, like raping the children and the women, gang rape, snuff pornography on children, women, while assaulting crotches. I mean, if you could hear him, they said that everybody can hear the inaudible noise just fine, which is what I was hoping. And they're horrified because they can hear him and they're fending off calls, but nobody's just wherever they are to arrest them. It's basically as graphic as possible, narration of and will not stop, constantly force interaction by following you around on all the stuff they got and just assaulting you as much as possible with it. Lots of conversation about interacting with other people in the background. It was full blown like rape, sexual assault with foreign object at 3 o'clock in the morning, 24/7. Whatever I'm shouting at the like for the last 2 months and then onward, shouting at the home invaders right now is not my monkey circus, technically, legally, and otherwise. Sting's an epic rapist, epic male rapist and sex offender. Has been throughout. The stalking is, and the stalker is, and everything out of the damn things. You lady, yeah, there's no need to be schizophrenically combative and then as explicit as possible. Also. But the problem with the damn thing is it's a narration of kidnapping women, children, and men for home invasion, robbing them, cleaning on their bank accounts. You need to make sure they don't have any of. He says they have tech that is like a blanket bank account cleaner outer. Really, yeah. So you need to get into wherever they are and make sure they don't have that. Because if they have that, there's no such thing as that in law enforcement. There's what do you call it? Scanners. There's going to be like. There's going to be all the tech that they have in law enforcement, which is going to be body scanners these days, something like that. Cell phone scanners. It is what it is, and it is very much. Maybe just telling you this stuff so you believe it. And then he definitely has a body scanner and a in progress police grounder that can actually touch your body, which other people in the profession, which means that not very professionals, I mean, like the least professional mofos in the world, these guys and the most criminal mofos in the world can get access to technology that should only be in the hands of very accredited professionals. For example, like being a pilot and not being a terrorist. If you're an American pilot, you're not, or a pilot in general, you're not a terrorist. Or being a CEO at a bank who has access to just kind of stuff, right? Lots of information, money, all sorts of things. Okay, none of you guys. You're gonna have to figure out company hiring in this because it's been unbelievable. You lady, I'm gonna get aggressive. I would say that about the problem is you just don't stop doing the criminal stuff because you should have been arrested a million years ago because all of your stuff is just then sexual assault, sexual abuse, masturbate. No, there's just all comes out of this conversation. You're like arguing a case, and then the case is, but you always and you run around, and it's always Neville and the Beast and Hogula. Albert Fish, the Syracuse Dungeon Master, who doesn't know, and this Tony Edo character that's actually in the office is with you. However, anybody's aware of this neighborhood pornography because it is always this bad around here. Always this bad around here. It's ridiculous. I can still hear you on that. Go call your father, Miss Scott. Yes, and I can still get you. You feel that? I just made your legs like vibrate because I'm the boss of you and the boss of that. Okay. Well, the story is always like just a narration of like the incredible graphic things that are then done to the kidnapping victims. as sexual as possible. Since that was going to be your legs as opposed to your out of you, which you will literally do it absolute the most graphic words of, and then you are actually able to very explicitly aim for the damn thing, damn body parts. So, which you do like it's electrocution or something. Go check if that is actually what's going on and it's the facts. It sounds like it more or less is a gang rape from most movies. Yeah. As far as the guy experiencing it. Oh. And like Otis Toole and it's like Ted Bundy. Lenny the werewolf is like Ted Bundy and it's like his brain tumor. It's like Jeffrey Dahmer, Otis Toole, and Ed Gein over there, and Ted Bundy. I think they might have a gang rape by Mussolini's with them. Right? That made the history books. I mean, I'm not sure what did. Really bizarre behavior. What in the world are you doing? And what is your brain tumor? Your brain damage. You and Bobby's doing absolutely nothing. I mean, it's a lot of noise, a lot of barking it's like barking like a dog as opposed to human speech. I mean, it's very, very busy and just busy. It's a lot of really evil sex offending on them. It's never not. Anybody who's around, that's what I was saying. I don't, but I think these are like Ed Gein masks, your characters, but you'll act them out and do it in public. But I mean, I don't know if there's like, nobody can be in the room with what you're doing. Nobody likes your conspiracy theory. It's a story about like extremely evil men. It's about what they do when they take them places. They like to kidnap. It's fun even. It's fun to be like a predator and to kidnap them, and it's worth lots of money. You need to make sure they don't have a bank account liquidator in there. If they have a bank account liquidator tech hooked up, then they're some kind of southern crab cracker with some northern ones that are home invaders. Because keeps saying because they hook stuff up that's not supposed to be hooked up. I don't know if it's just the guys in Arkansas talking to themselves. I think they've given like the link to my house because there's links to other men that want to do this. So I don't know how that works. Creepy. It makes for like much creepier because I'm absolutely positive there are like 15 guys on the heavy breathing Alexa. Really? And they all want to sexually assault you, which apparently makes it impossible on the Empire's police grounder. I mean, I don't know, but it's true. Or it's the entire Nazi army. Yeah, it's Islamists. Okay. So, I don't know. Oh, he said it first. Don't shout stuff like that back on speakerphone. Oh, okay. So, I agree. But yeah. Unfortunately, it was just kind of there, really, is I think why I was doing it. Really. And it's been there a while. So turn it off. We're just getting a full-blown scream out thing. Okay. I agree. I'm tired of being bludgeoned and like beat to death with it. It's his language, really. I cannot even imagine. Really. I'm worried about the bodily fluids. Me too. Oh. I think he likes to talk about his penis. Yeah, I think Penis, I think he likes to talk about, I think heavy breathers want you to talk about the wiener. Not sure why. Oh, I can't imagine. It's a very, very schizophrenic and schizoid behavior. Usually, I think even when people reference it to an expert, but I do know it's usually, it is on To Catch a Predator, they're all like schizoids. So, I'm just gonna say I was being sexually harassed, and then I was being sexually abused and assaulted in the first degree. Well, none of the crime can be allowed to be going on. Hi, Dad, it's Lauren. I'm just calling. Thank you for helping me get the license plate. I have it here, and I'm so happy. Also, I was telling Mom, I think I might want to come visit soon. And I was thinking about driving. And then, oh, I do need, as soon as possible, the other $300 in my account. Well, talk to you soon. Uh, happened to a shrink injury is a guy that knew about the Mexican kids and the fat kid that like finally came rape his girl and murdered. Like little girl got stuck into the wall. Whether or not she was related, he fidgeted him and then I said, hey Bailey or something because she died from it. First you did. That's not what your great thing is. It is, and so it was about raping a child to death and trying to fidget him, but she said he didn't do the night before. I'll let you see demon voices. Like, yeah. That's not a demon voice, it's like a guy with a demon voice. And it's kind of a demon voice. Is that a real person? They're actually hallucinating a demon voice in the story children. Yeah, it's horrible. And I think it's fat people. I think just fat people doesn't. Basically fat bastard back. Was it like the blocking wall in England? I don't know what that might have. Otis was wearing so bad that he was extremely do stuff. There's like gotta be like 5 guys. That was the creepiest story in the world. And then like, if only I could get a jammer that would block me at the end of your bed. Oh. Now I remember when did Lenny the werewolf total pedophile show up? Really? But he was kind of like a new hire. That guy was so creepy. He was a newish hire. He creepy thing. So those they made friends in like in the area who are creepy. I actually have no idea who they make friends with in the area. He like shots all the stuff this morning. It was trollers and trollers. I've been trying to contact trollers as far as I know. There's not many trollers. As far as I know, not. I have no idea. Oh, it was that Nazis are like actually a different species. That was this morning. He was not zapping me as badly while I put on my makeup. Electrocuting me as badly while I put on my makeup. There's actually a guy electrocuting me. Now, out of all this, there's a crazy man electrocuting me. My face looks flat or something. I'm like old. Well, I mean, I'm getting older. I look okay, but I'm not sure. Well, that's what I think. It's super good. Yeah, these are covered. I also bought some nice, I get a nice gel, like, I think a reddish brown. Those are covered by what? The healthcare card. Because it's super good. Let me choose if you could just get a jammer out, the Chinese must understand jammers. Then, yeah, it's just unbelievable stuff. The different, it couldn't touch you then. It was crazy. It's the same as the wall shouted, following me around. Really. But, okay. I actually like, this one's like new. Maybe they got it from the escape room. There was like quite the carnival rides that like squish you in gears or something. There, because you would narrate it for your weird world of meat and gang raping children and stuff. Well, it's case, and then that's all that was like that story was about. You're supposed to be like eat and catch it. No, thank you. That's what they're doing is so yeah. So I think it'll be good. Well, it is a real person. No, Nazis this morning, it was Nazis are actually a different species. And they don't actually like other people, whatever species this is. We've tried to like Oh, that was in his like, his narration of somebody gave him, sent him a database of Nazi stuff. He liked the Nazi stuff. They add on killing rich people for money a lot, and then kidnapping and molesting children to death, really. And then they say they are molesting children to death, and like falling around the same as they are weak, like women. But I'm positive you can hear the flipping thing. Good. Yeah. You could hear it sometimes otherwise, and it was always this kids. I mean, well, it was, and you could, and they didn't know what it was, so I just recorded it as you could. It wasn't this bad. Okay, well, it's not, they don't stop doing it. It's the problem. Why were two Mexicans in fight? So now the Nazis are trying to like, or Nazis kill off another race or something. They're kind of effective. What's that one? When, what it kills many people. Okay. They're not civilians. What are you guys doing? You would think that, maybe it's not civilians. That is a serious. What are you doing? People on the image like this. It's a pretty day. There are actually men slogging in this way. They're just being really nasty. They're really crazy. I mean, it's pretty horrible. It's like this extremely schizophrenic, violent stalking by men. Like I saw, it's been going on throughout. And like whatever's actually going on is going on. If you could catch the guys actually stalking, because my house is bugged, and there's guys like listening. They cannot find the bug. They can't like figure out. You're not allowed to bug people's houses, you're supposed to look at it. Stuff to search houses for bugs. Maybe you can start a bomb squad or burglary patrol or something else. I don't know. I think I sent it. I'm pretty dinky. Oh, I forgot I was on. The thing's on? Yeah. Well, I sent it to like the wire squad, I'm sure. I sent it to like, oh, who's in the email? Crime labs and stuff like that. Maybe if there's, I got that. You missed it. If there's like a, if there's a wire, maybe somebody breaks in and steals stuff in Las Vegas, really. Some sort. There's a microphone in your house. Well, maybe it's gonna blow it up. Off the air, maybe some stuff. Well, I was there, the other guy turned in the kids, and finally beat me, can't wait to scorch them, it's not that. Okay. Oh, the dragon, something about, I don't even know, I remember that. And the other day, that's what popped out of that everybody's name. Yeah, this is like everything it's done, it's said. Then it says it's gonna get arrested, and nobody arrested. I don't know. Well, it's true. Is there like a demon voices in that? Or have I actually like lost my mind? I never thought about it before, I just assumed it was a guy in speakerphone. For some reason you can't hear it, but I'm not sure. it's really evil. I call the police about it all. Well, that's being the sore subject in whatever time you're spending. Um, where is it even? Yeah, I mean, I didn't really think it was like on the cell phone, it's kind of longer. What is going on again? There's guys that are, I'm just working out myself. I tried to get them arrested, they're the same guys in Arkansas. There's like schizophrenic cases that are really bad now, talking about it. It's like a ghoul that was in the dirt. I'm one of them. Really good. Something completely random. Really, yeah, like about molesting children. And they've been doing whatever this is, which is far from. When did I get the cell phones you can take the battery out of? I am not sure. That's a good thing to write down. I can figure it out. Somebody will probably arrest them soon because they're actual people. It's actually like something. They're in the pile of criminals. Oh, what could give you like an out as far as their bad behavior? Because my bad, that's not in the air around here. I don't care. Their bad behavior is like, there's actually a dude stalking me. Who's watching this? That's actually what's going on. We need to catch that. It's evil as hell. For me. And like, there's actually enough going on. Like, really, like then it starts like just running around screaming. It was just like screaming. The inaudible noise after screaming. Yeah, about like being a rapist or something and a child molester. And gonna molest children and all this crazy stuff. Listen to all this. What this has to do with the rest of the case, I don't know. But these guys are already stalking. It is actually true. Well, who are you again? Like, what's this conversation about? One was like, he references where I'm like, there's no way you can sit here all night. He was quite firm about waking up. Really quick. Okay. Well, it's the same guy, really. That was like so long ago. It's the guys in Arkansas. We think the conversation was about. I think there was some yelling, but I think they come fell asleep and then it happened. They do that a lot. It was scary. Well, because you can hear them talking on something at that night. Really? Yeah, that's how I knew they were there. I have no idea who they would be. They're so weird. They're complete schizophrenics. They kind of are just demon voices. It appears to be men naked pornography really badly and like attacking me, stalking me. They're really stalking me. And they're totally like schizophrenic sex perverts. I think you were. Who cares? Just go check. They don't check out a lot. Actually, that I'm absolutely positive. Yeah. So how did I like? You know, Walgreens check online. It's like somebody could make it. We were making movies. It was creepy. Oh. It's pretty overall. So conversation about we're in it again. You guys are these are 4 and 5. Big. Oh, is it interracial children? It's not, it's a complete schizophrenic man. I mean, I don't understand. It's from the rest of the case. This guy just stalks me in such a horrible. No, I bought those ones before, all the way in Florida. Really? The last time I bought a tree house big was in Florida. What do you call it? There was a lot in it. And it was like taxing. It wasn't too expensive. They were kind of expensive. It was expensive. This one was cheap. There's still a lot in it. Well, there is. And he knows that. You know how he knows that? Is because he was there in Florida when I smoked it. And I had it in North Carolina. And he was there when I bought it. This guy. It's the cool and Gerald's game. It's the cool and Gerald's game. He's good. They do like, they have to like top themselves in here. I think he's a very impressive guy. He's good creepy because it's he won't stop doing it. They never stop. They're very serious and disgusting criminals. Well, they are. So it's embarrassing. Nazi or what now? Why is a guy this like bad allowed to do this? I call the bullies a lot. Somebody has to arrest these guys. And also catch everything they're on because it's dangerous. You need to check if like somebody's cutting the phone line for other families calling or something. But yeah, because it turned into, I was trying to remember when I killed myself. But, yeah, it was hard to take the battery out. I don't know. I should probably go look on the calendar and figure that out, make a timeline. It's probably on the website. It wasn't that long ago. It was like 2 years ago now. You know, it wasn't on. It goes on forever. Is what I just said. I mean, it's horrible. This guy does not stop talking and doing stuff. I mean, he's very impressed with himself. What kind of guy would do all this? I mean, the guy is just, can you please get there is actually a guy doing this. Can you please this guy off me or something? That's what I want to say. He like has to talk over me. What do I want to say? So people watch me. You need to stop stalking me. I mean, stalked by like a schizophrenic pervert that's actually you and all the stuff you've been doing, which is absolutely insane. And you're gonna get arrested. Well, you have to get arrested. This is out of the other cases. I videoed and like recorded and documented everything all throughout the other cases involved in this. So that's all there. And now, so it's not like a serial drama, it's a slip out there. Well, all the evidence is there. And they cut my phone line that badly. I mean, that's creepy. Conspiracy kidnapping. So there are these other families of this. Well, this is the new, like, I think it's Dawn versus the First. I think so too, but Jesus. You say it like that. That's him. Oh, it's them. They pretend to be like guys that sit in their chairs and stuff like that. I'm used to that, but but I heard noise in the house last night. But I think it was just the house settling or something. I think Vladimir ended up kidnapping controllers. Everybody's a body of controllers. So he was gonna say, let's talk about controllers. Controllers is where he trash compacts and like, that one started, it's actual guys, I mean, I don't really, yeah, they won't stop doing it. And they're like, they've always been really extreme. They've gotten, this was the guy stalking. Apparently they're covering up the arson in their story. I mean, it's like a really schizophrenic man. Yeah, that pops out of Alexa at like 2 in the morning. Um, well, that sort of just what's going on around here as far as the stalking, really. So the death chamber warrant thing, and some were getting arrested. He's been acting that out because people want him arrested, and he doesn't stop. He goes right back to doing it. I'm not gonna like break into your house and all this other stuff. And then a lot of like heavy breathing. I don't know. No, it's horrible. It was a terrible. Like, it's not a James Bond. They just are all over he'll like, how was he this morning? No. Well, if that actually is occurring somewhere, I don't think that's real. Mm. You would check a little. What was that? Well, maybe. Um, he wants to sexually assault children constantly. They all did, and they're all over the country. Like that one story was it was like I'm not sure. It was pretty bad. It was so like assaultive and stalking. It was so he wants his brother. All of them are like they're unbelievable. I mean, somebody who Otis told Evie Gaskin 3 grandpa or something later when maybe 2 years ago. So did Ronnie guy. When did Neville? I remember that. Neville and we start to go just like completely video about the whole thing. A lot. Uh, There's like the other one told him not to turn it on or something. Oh, God. Uh, I hope that's a story that like I don't know. They're creepy. It's very creepy. Yeah, Jesus. It's not like so funny and like well how when was that? That was like it was a Saturday 6 months ago. No, really? Wednesday night. What was the prostitute in the rain or whatever from the Somerset long ago? Yeah, it's got to be the same guy. What was he in? I remember, yeah, you remember, what was it? Him and Anne Marty's. Is that better? Oh, it is. It's just unbelievable. I probably could it. Jesus. I don't think she wrote that. She's been dead forever. Well, of course she plays that one because this is what he does with it. What they all do with it. They're so bad. Well, he did, they do unbelievable, really, you know, like, my name is Stephanie. And so our adult was like a living thing and started playing with himself all the time on the floor. Molesting children and hitting you with an fire school's counter. I remember I put you on with other people that are now all over the country a lot. You're like, yeah. I kind of had to go like fight that kids meat cause of kidnapping, rape, children. You could put this is good times out of 10. I'm just like, he's talking or no, hardly. It was really combative, really. Yeah. I mean, it didn't have anything to do with anything. And it was like supposed to be cop shouting or something, but they were like neighbor pornography and children at the same time. So all of a sudden Alexa starts like screaming about molesting kids. Really. And then something about how Neville was on the floor playing with himself and they go to like office to office and something about the special office. Really. They got another special room or something. Another place they do this. That's been like the story I've heard before of these guys. He acts out like different characters, and he's on that and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm like autistic. They hang out with the homeless concept. It's horrible. I can't come to that song. The ability to molest you and goose you all the time. That's just. I'm sure that's what popped out of the wall. But really, that was like I've been here since October. You know this. October 10th, 2023. That's all. That's actually a synopsis of what they've been doing in Vegas. Florida was the other time I went to Trey House Vegas. I think I was trying to relax. That was like, was it the first or the second house in Florida you thought we could? No, there's really rough guys. That was Paragon and what was it? Regular Paragon. There's so much TV. And a Lyra bird. It was to be like, I don't know, like a white collar character. I don't know. There's some kind of sex ring. Really? Yeah, like that guy is way too weird. All of them are. They have something to do with the rest of the case and their schizophrenic man. So they have the ability to stalk me this badly. I really don't know what any of this means. I haven't altered out, but I'm creeped out by like, he talks about stuff. He follows you the whole day and then like talks to himself about it. It's really creepy. You're screaming and I think it's an autistic man. I don't know. And like really rough. Not so majority it's what's with it? It's a sex ring, right? It's a sex ring. No. Those are like sex birds. How does it? So it was the guy in Carroll County a sex bird? Because it has something to do with the people in Carroll County who kidnapped me. I think it's just schizophrenic people that are really rough. Very rough. Oh. Does he sexually abuse children outside of like what he's doing here? I'm sure if he could get one or anybody. The cats were like suffocated. I mean it's like there was a lot of there was some strangling and suffocation. And he was like there was all sorts of stuff. So yeah. I don't care. Much bigger than I think he's big. Too. Or you? Who cares? Well, it just, I don't really understand what it is either. I'm glad to be, I'm not alive, I'm being murdered. Oh, it's awful, you have no idea. Nobody cares. Well, if it's there, they have to care. It's a crime. You just can't go on, I'm not doing anything, that's in fact the case. Well, that was just in a really, and the night before it was, if you can rape me, I could kill you, or something. Yeah, I remember that interaction. Is that when you were like, I remember that you're stalking like people I knew on like yearbook for Adam's baby. I was putting up clothes in Florida. Was that one? Yeah, that was the original. That was the second one. In your story, yeah, you won't stop stalking. Is that what what the hell is with the rest of them? They're, did you make friends in Vegas? I mean, there is such a thing? Well, supposedly somebody saw you in Vegas and do some stuff that was too much. They're trying to get you arrested. That narration has been going on for a while. They're gonna be arrested, just get rid of it. Somebody needs to listen and they can't stop me like this. That's hard. It was like screaming about molesting children. And like all day and night or something. Um, it has something to do with all the rest of them. The rest of this. I think they're trying to drive you crazy. You know, they're making you're trying to make me paranoid. I have no idea. I've been doing this now for 2.5 months. Nobody shows up. It's on the other side of a cut phone line. It's actual crime. You are actually a real dude doing all this. You can't stalk me anymore. You know this anymore. And that's a lot of stalking. It was something about like with that having sex with raping you from behind. You just said it. Yeah, it was. Then you're very paranoid because that's not supposed to be the. The other licking stuff. But I mean, we're pretty ridiculous. I just right. Sure kids in the church do that. And it's funny. You can't sit down like you can't be here all night, is what he said. You're on my cell phone. I can hear you or something awful. Doing something like this. You just were. Well, I could hear him. It was creepy, but it was just on my cell phone. Or on the internet account. You can't sit in a chair. You can't sit here all night. Oh, no. I didn't know I didn't know what he was doing. I knew enough. I was very against it. Do something. None he was doing bad. Oh, I remember that. That's what I do in the other room. That's kind of, no, it's kind of just a total schizophrenic target. Screaming. He'll keep doing it. He hasn't stopped. Like, no. I mean, it shows up and does stuff like that. I might have been a ghost last night. Hey, kiddo, I gotta go to have it. No, I'm not gonna see this. I heard something in the house. Probably not that. Didn't see you. I didn't do that often. Or not. I did it there, and the guy was there for it. Yeah, I think it's just. I'm exhausted. You saw the month I had. Really, I'm usually better than this. The month is not really weird, and it's not my fault. The people are having to move. People are just talking. But they must have called the police a lot. And I'm saying that wasn't that long ago. When was it? Oh gosh, 2024. I wrote it down. So what I said, like 18 months, 2 years ago. Since then, it's getting there. It's been forever. I would you like to be able to get away from it? I, what did I just say? Oh, that was in Florida. That's correct. That's pretty much it. Really? Yeah. Did you do anything else? There was stalking. They said, like big fat schizophrenic men. So they tell stories like that. Men talking about molesting kids constantly. It's horrible. It's really evil. What is it even? Why was I screaming rapist at the thing? I don't know, because the guy's a total schizophrenic puddle of goo. He wants to molest children all the time, but it's like Otis Toole. They're actually really evil, and it just wakes you up and they started to be able to like touch you or something, like electrocute you with it. It was really creepy. It would just wake you up. Oh, really? Yeah. And I didn't have a driver's license. I mean, I was awake, but I would wake up at 2 in the morning. This is within the last 2 years. I just killed it in this movie, bounce around. But now I can electrocute you. That's what you did. Thank you for a little bit. I mean, I was kind of just, I called for help. What I actually did is I emailed the police. So I think you're weird. Not if you're actually a guy doing that, which is in this episode, this stalks you out of the system. So, whatever it is. They're so creepy, really. I don't know. They're like extremely violent rapists for some. Call the police a lot. They're not allowed to do this. Somebody needs to catch them. That's actually going on. Yeah, dude, it's absolutely horrible. It's like these totally schizophrenic retards. They're really, really dangerous. Like really great. Now it's stalking me. I don't know what to do. Yesterday, did anybody hear that one? Did anybody hear? Maybe it's a sex club. Did anybody hear I'm also an anus? And I shouldn't be embarrassed about also checking that I'm an anus, that I like to molest little boys, and that's like, did I just say that? Yeah, I said that. I didn't actually say that. That's what it said yesterday. Oh, really? Well, that's how bad whatever it said was. Nobody, every single thing out of the thing is how nobody's ever said anything that bad. Really, I'm very sorry. But and he was checking, maybe it's a sex club. This is hours into it, hopefully. Well, that is what the damn thing said yesterday. The thing said, oh, and then it said something about molesting little boys really badly. And it was still electrocuting. Was that yesterday? That was like the day before yesterday. It was so bad. No, yesterday was that. What the hell does that mean? I don't want to know. I don't want to know either, really. Yeah, they're driving me crazy. They also like little boys or something, and he shouldn't be embarrassed about checking that on his thing because he wants to rape little boys. Also, it's been all this insane stuff about children and stuff too. Really, I don't know what's stalking you. Somebody out of the rest of this case. Really, yeah, I don't know what to do. An actual person and some people that are actually really bad criminals. Really. Where? I have no idea. In Arkansas, it's the same perps. Right? It's just horrible. It's absolutely schizophrenic men or something. Okay. It's the same guys. Are you watching my video? It's on the TV. It's a video game by that. So is the other one. I know what beat. Assassin's Creed. That kid's just got it. Bastille did or something. Who's got guys this like it's actual crime, but who's got this running around? Absolute schizophrenic, man. Bunch of men. It's all it is. Yeah, this is awful. It's not my fault. They're actual criminals, and it is. I know it sounds absolutely ridiculous, but they're actually that bad. There's like this guy stuck in my cell phone. But that's actually like the synopsis of the things the guy's done. And the Pee Wee Gaskins Otis Toole character, bad grandpa, is really evil. The Hoggle is really evil. Neville the Beaster is evil. Is that Neville with the playing with himself on the floor? It's supposed to be. It could be. He's gotten worse. But I mean, it's possible, really. What did I just say? Well, is he sitting on the floor? Did I say the F word? See, this is just going to get so lost in translation. He says it all the time. But yeah. Did I say playing with himself? Probably. Really? Yeah. Poor me. No, I'm a very nice normal person. And there's these like total schizophrenic crackheads following me around now all the time. But they're unbelievable. They're absolutely ridiculous. It's horrible. I think it's the same ones from Raleigh, but they were like, it is, and they got some new friends. That's when Lenny the werewolf was like so scary. Really? Yeah. Oh, you have no idea that he's like, I know what you're talking about. Really? Yeah. Well, how do they connect to the? It's been this bad for 18 months, really. Yeah, almost. Whenever I got through the last of the email list, which it says on the date. Um, Somebody should have showed up to help by now, or caught these guys already. When's the last of the email gone through? Last of the emails. They always do this. They go like nuts, like after I go through all of the emails. Are there people calling? Oh, it's so creepy. I've been down here like stuck with it in the house. They say they're like right out back and they're gonna break in. They're in Arkansas, but there's no one trying to kill you. They said they like know all these guys. It was, I don't know, it probably was what I said, okay? It's actually what's going on. It's a crime. It needs to end. You know? Albert Fish is stalking me, really. Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable. All of them. I stand by that. What would you call it? Albert Fish is stalking me. Albert Fish is stalking me. Oh, okay, and he can touch your body because he has a body scanner from police or something. Yeah. It's Albert Fish. He wants to eat little kids' butt cheeks or something. Really? That was walking down to like Walgreens. So, no, it was about little kids' butt cheeks and it was boys. Oh, I did say that. I did say that. Oh, come on. This is like, well, that's what the thing said yesterday. Is that what it was doing in there? Yeah, that probably happens. Wait, because they aren't electrocuting me right now. So there's what did they start? About the time, I mean, you can tell towards the end of the email list, right? Yeah. Not that long ago. No, apparently they're like terrorizing other people. They can in wherever they are a little bit, something. Somebody's supposed to arrest them. Then there's just this thing about I'm like sitting around playing with myself constantly. Really? Yeah. That was, I was sitting here like They're shouting and talking about their wieners. Is this after Neville narrates with other guys? He narrates during the day. He narrates himself as a that narrates the Holocaust because somebody sent him a database. So I'm cleaning the house when I first got here. Okay, on the thing. It's the socks for the day. I think so. Really? Yeah. But I say that. Okay. It's very evil. Yeah, after like forever. And I don't know. You said it first really loudly. You know. And I'm sorry that was way too explicit. Was I wearing headphones? Oh, he's also a butthole man. This is, I was like, it was in the, was it sleeping in the closet on top of the shoes? I cleaned it out the closet. I slept on my exercise mat on top of an eggshell crate, moving around. I'm sleeping, sitting up. Like they're just not electrocuting me today. Okay, I don't care. Well, it's just going on. I'm sorry. You're not allowed to do this. It is important to catch. It's actually real. This next thing evolved into this. The stalking went crazy, and they just continued to stalk, which you can tell they're doing. They went right back to doing somebody dead in Cary when I was back in the house after going to my parents' house. They are so bizarre. Albert Fish was like the most bizarre schizophrenic potty diaper ever, up there with the other guys. Well, that's all it is. It's like it's embarrassing. And the problem is an actual crime, and I got like absolutely hood dog napped again by something, and then this is stalking me. This is like this episode. Well, it just pops out with that stuff, and then all of a sudden, towards the end of the email is it can touch you. Something about like a stiffy and a child, like it's just gonna say something so absolutely awful. And I was there all night with it. Okay, well, listen, okay, but that's how bad it is. You need to get it away from the populace. And he's there like, this is, I have my like, blah, 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 totally out. And I don't finish loves kids. I think it was Lenny the werewolf. Which then they just continue to do. Oh, that's what Neville's on the floor doing, and he's doing his other kiosks. It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, he needs to arrest him. But all of a sudden, this turned into this, and the stalkers were bad all throughout. But what on earth? It's been the same guys and the same like just empty word soup and salad, and then about sex offending. They're really schizophrenic. What I'm actually saying is, well, that was that this morning or yesterday? Try to calm down. I agree. Well, I mean, there was like cleaning the closet. He popped out with that. Really, the Alexa popped out with that. I'm just leaving it on so you catch it. It's actually it's Otis Toole, really. Yeah, oh, he's like 300 pounds, and he's got these like friends, and they're just totally like. Well, it pops out with that. It's at a sex club. It's out of the same stuff as like the other stuff, and it's the same guy who is the demon voice ghoul. Ghouls. It's been really like kids, and there's like five of them, or it's just like three schizophrenic men. Why? I have no idea. It's just random crime. It's really scary though. The problem is it's like they just won't stop doing it. No. You need to get them off law enforcement tech. It's actual like criminals doing it. Apparently nobody arrests them, and they have long distance cell phone. Who would possibly be as bad as him and why? Well, this is the kind of stuff they pop up out with. I'm like, well, I don't want to be shy at my club. That was like around Christmas, like 2 years ago. Oh, that was Neville and the Beast, and they started to turn into turtle pedophiles. There's supposed to be other people around, but there can be. But yeah, I mean they're so weird. So you have really bad stalkers that are absolutely very technologically adept, but absolutely just as dangerous and dirty as possible. As bad, like serial killer bad. I'm really determined to stalk. That's how great that is. It's just these total. No, we're not going to stop falling behind. It's so much fun to follow these kiosks. I'm having so much fun. Hee hee hee. No, it's in Arkansas, not hell. It's this, but they're completely insane. Then it proceeded to like, well, we know what it proceeded to do. He just tried to psych you out. I can see why. Poor me. How embarrassing. What did I just say? Well, it's going on for so long. I'm just saying it's like a complete schizophrenic man with like, is this the guys from the rest of the case? That I think it is, which is what I said. Okay, well that's an out. Oh, it's just I've been stalked by like a absolute schizophrenic pedophile boss man for so long on that thing. And I'll just repeat what it says. And I can't do that, and it can't be on anything. It can be on. When was that Christmas? When Neville and the Beast were said their thing about like molesting children laying on the TV or something. They were already on the TV, but I like the TV. No, I'm not. I call the police a lot. It's like it's really, really ew. How can it be the same guys? It's the same guys from all throughout. Somebody needs to catch them. They're insane. It's like really dirty. They're really ridiculous. Really, yeah. I don't know. Kind of mad at them. Yeah, that was. I went and got cigarettes because it cut me off. It's maybe sexual assault in children or something. So I thought it might actually be really, yeah, because it hit me or something. Well, man, they're so flipping creepy. A little bit before that. When was that? No, that and then Neville and the Beast. I swear the same guys. Um, they fell apart completely. They that was them the first week. Yeah, but yeah, that was a complete fall apart. Apparently, he was a pedophile the whole time, and for little boys in the other office with the other 300 pound. I like hurting little things that can't fight back. That was on the skin video I'm watching. It's probably a bad influence. Oh, I'll say. Why are you watching it? The other one was people on water. And it's probably that'd be cool and stuff. There's nothing cool about it. I don't understand how I ended up at the Wake County Jail because of these guys. And I don't understand how ridiculous these guys are, but it's the same guys, which is all I said, which is what I said. So somebody needs to go investigate them. I get all your jobs and all your money. And so do anybody else I've been able to. Well, this is just what Alexa, this is what the sweary Furby has said. Yeah. I'm first at playing with myself. Well, it's pretty graphic. So is that saying. Really? Yeah, so they're at highs. I remember that night. Was that what it was? Yeah, that guy's creepy. They're incredibly creepy. And then they're like, it's an absolute, like, it's like just a guy talking to truck worms over there. But unfortunately, it's about, like, always it's about, like, murdering kids. And then there was a kid in a cage. And then the kid's like, I don't know what the hell it's doing. I think it's just trying to scare children. I think it likes to hurt things that are little. I remember that. It's been a lot of, like, that was something to do. Like, there were kids that went missing, and there's, like, yeah, bodies floating down the river or something. I remember that. That was when the troll wars got started, which wasn't that long ago. Who likes that story? Yeah, but they just like totally trashed it. They like just raped and ate it. That's been like 3 years and 3 years of troll wars. Eking's meat palace. And he rapes kids. Well, he does. Uh, RIPEKIDs. Well, he does in the story. This is what Alexa does. Alexa is like, it's the guys in Arkansas. Apparently. It has something to do with them. No, it's just unfortunately now Cox Alexa, because he mirrors my Cox account. He mirrors my internet account and my cell phone account. Who the hell says that? A very, very schizophrenic man. And there's a guy marrying my Cox account. It has to end. They've done this as like whenever they felt like it for years. And it's like these guys. No, and it's these guys. Oh. He does that. He like argues the case, and it's like, yeah. But then he does this. Well, he does. Apparently, you were kidnapped by Albert Fish. Only they're really big. Out of all the random stuff out there, yep, I can't get away from them. Well, don't feel ashamed for checking that box. Guy on the Cox account. Random disembodied voice. Well, it's just like everything it said. Then it turned into goose watch and wash every time I took a shower, and then like monkey behind, and they're not supposed to. Well, that's nice. Well, it did. This is everything that's going on my like that I've heard on Alexa. Is what I'm saying. Really. It's a if he turns it back on, it's a real pain in the ass. You can't escape it anywhere in the house. Apparently, people have been calling the cops. You need to ask. Other people are being terrorized by Albert Fish, the schizophrenic security guard in Arkansas. Sorry. In Fayetteville, Arkansas, Walmart needs to get on it. Well, that's an out. Oh, I didn't know what it was. Not like all the rest of the stuff. This guy screamed at me. Stopped me. It is so. It's just the guy is an absolute crazy man and won't stop. Well, it just freaked me out. I called the police. I was out of cigarettes and money. It wasn't that long ago. It was a while ago. 8 months. It was quite the night on whatever the hell they were doing. The Christmas before that. Around that, really, yeah. Supposedly there was a warrant out for him in, this is what they said. There's supposed to be others around. I want to know what's on the other side of the cut phone line. Well, he makes up these characters and they have these big arguments. And they all support him. But I mean, it's just a 300-pound, like, retarded man talking about molesting children. A lot. Like, all the time. That's so weird. Yeah, they got done something other than that, but it's pretty hefty. I don't do this. And it seems like this seems like men in the jail or something in these ours. I don't care. It's Albert Fish. I just hope he's not attacking a child. But really, then it's schools, like really, really bad just schizophrenic retarded goals. I called the police. I mean, I needed to call the police and I don't know what to do. Well, they weren't as bad then. They were terrible, but yeah. They still had like missing in their story, like the first guys they made friends with in Vegas. Just fused into the crew bar and sent Jeffy's, I don't know. Probably. Who's wires? You don't cook other things. You can drink a beer too. That's what I'm watching now. Bounce around. Go grocery shopping. A little. Things I did when I was sober. But it's not sober. Yeah, alcohol's not bad like that. He always is. This is Weed makes you introspective, really. Yeah. Uh, that is just creepy because you can't report me because I'm like unreportable because I'm on inaudible noise. That more Albert Fish stuff. I'm literally child cannibalism. Yay. Well, that is what's I'm calling about, and I needed to call. Just go check. They just follow you around and like relentlessly tell scary stories. I think some of them are a bad influence on the other ones. They were always that bad, kind of. Look at some of yesterday. Could make you sick though. I'll make you sick. A child gold candle in New York in like the early 20th century. 8 children. Like comments about fried child veggie. Well, that is actually who's stalking me, and that is who Albert Fish is. So is that guy. So is the one on skin, which I think I said. But I think the thing talked first. It's a serial killer. It's like actual kidnappers. Go look it up. Okay, these butt cheeks. It's funny. They're very abusive, but it's a guy that eats butt cheeks. I won't stop stalking me. It's a goal. Something's together. Nobody will believe you. You're actually a real person, and he said it has something to do with the rest of us, also, which is pretty bad. You owe me $1 million, and any other victims you. That's supposed to be like, yeah, you're following kids around the Cary Mall, supposedly, and they like Dippin' Dots. And then you just went around screaming. What were they screaming for the last 3 months? Really? When did they get that bad? About a while ago. It's been like a year. Well, it's like running low of money. It's like money fighting them. I got paid for like I had a license plate for $100. It's absolutely horrible. You need to get this guy off my cell phone and like my internet account. I'm like, what the hell? And no, they can't kidnap me or something. This sounds crazy. I would say I didn't know what's going on. Why is everybody so like hyper or schizophrenically belligerent? Insane. Those do that too. They do very weird stuff. Well, this guy does. I mean, okay, and you're who again? You're not allowed to stalk me anymore. Uh, well, this is what pops out of my wall. How do I get this guy not stalking me and biting my house on a walkie-talkie and my cell phone and my internet? And that is actually what the guy. That is what the guy doing all that is doing. It was a really horrible night. Unfortunately, that whatever all that is really dangerous. Whatever that dude is, all these guys are is very dangerous. It's very illegal. It's a. I was always really getting stalked by something. It was the same guys, but it was. I, I'm sorry for having to say it. Well, he sits there and he pretends to be like on. Well, he said it first. It's been unbelievable. It's really scary. It's like they chase you around and say really scary stories about like raping and murdering you. I'm just like, that's conspiracy. I'm calling the cops. And then it's all like stuff about children, really. A lot. Uh, it was always there. It was there. I'll see if anybody else recognizes it if it's actually a thing. Well, that's how that actually does that. North Carolina didn't have like some kind of sexual assault device. Okay, so if you ever feel goosed after like feeling like you're getting stalked on like a mirroring app, please have to check out weird behavior because of like uh, mass shootings and terrorist attack or something and to catch criminals. But if you ever feel like you're like molested, I think is what I'm saying, after you're followed around, then there's something in Vegas that can touch you and it's really bad. No, that's not good. No, it's not. And that guy wants to fry children for lunch. No. He's never. Well, the one about the Egyptian tomb was like relatively. Well, that's what I said. That was after the stuffing a child into a wall, and he said, "Hey, Baylor." Oh, it's just it like rips people apart, but raping them. Yeah. Okay, now tell us about Troll Wars. Or tell us about what happened. So, are you a different kind of animal? And it would take over the world. Okay, I think so. Well, let's move a serial killer action. And that was like interracial children in Florida. I remember that. This is just stuff that's like popped out of wherever it's coming from. The inaudible noise and the stalking you in your is nasty. In this case, they've decided to like the inaudible noise has been they've been using it to like tell really scary stories and then say they're doing it to children and stuff. And then they're working on like a body scanner to molest kids or something. They said no, I was being electrocuted by I think the car staller. Intense therapy. They're if it's at the Walgreens, yeah, they probably just hooked up to a cell phone, a biometrics watch or something. I'm not sure that's algorithms, okay? Something. No, I'm right. This was just the Eminem song recently. That could be a conspiracy. Somebody killed Eminem. I think it's been crazy. It is pretty weird. Probably. I was being like electrocuted constantly. It was so weird. I'm positive. I'm absolutely positive. It's just been turned off for today, really today. Right. Which they haven't turned it off in like months. What, like, but like a grounder attached to a Google follow yellow guy around. Like, it's awful. He always does this like right after I go through an email list, which can make you look crazy. Um, it just catches everything you're doing. I don't think he cares. He's like, oh, dude. He's the guy who eats wieners. Or has a chat group that wants to talk about who wants to live with the guys eat their wieners. Turns out to actually be a guy and his friend, and they do actually eat some wieners. I think one guy that was like said, okay, you, what were you reading? The serial killer page? They come out all night. That guy is really scary. Really, yeah. I mean, just like, okay, so I'm just sitting here. That guy is very scary. I don't know. I think they could like hit you by then. Is it the same guy with the dipping dots coming? It's hard to tell. Okay. No, it was like about masturbating at children and attacking them and stuff like that. It was just creepy. That guy is so scary. They're so creepy. Really, yeah. They're these big, dirty guys. Uh, it was a long night for really. Yeah, that was like a bad. There, that was a bad phase. This is a terrible phase, obviously. Yeah, and then there was a. You've been here 3 years. Yeah, and that was in Florida. Okay. It was scary, and I was out of money because I bought stuff to like try to block them or something. Because my house is bugged, and there was a speakerphone, and it's like absolute like to catch a predator freaks, really. And nobody's ever done this stuff. They're all in a prison forever, wherever they are. Someone don't catch them. And I'm surprised they've been like haven't gotten in trouble. Just haven't got arrested anywhere. It's definitely guys like neighborhood pornography on my Cox account on the internet and my cell phone. They're mirroring my internet account, and they have. I called all the police. It's not my fault. Any of it. Yeah, how would you know that's what I'm watching? He mirrors everything. It says I'm like watching kids or something, and it was just scary. It's something about like molesting kids. Oh, if you've heard him in the last couple months, I heard you. Yeah. Well, it's just guys screaming on speakerphone. That was really scary. Like, it's like long term. Watch long term. It's like, yeah. Wish we had something about like whatever did was on. Well, that's what it is because the one in Vegas has tens there has like a sexual assault device hooked up to it. This guy said it was especially for children and apparently had a death chamber warrant, and Tony Ito blocked it. See what you all that. I was being electrocuted and screaming, which is not great. Yeah, why did you say that? Well, it was like something you check on a sex club. Well, he said it like that would he shouldn't be embarrassed. He's just gonna run around doing whatever. It's like a complete schizophrenic crackhead. It's horrible. Not me or anybody else who's got it. I'm sorry. I don't want to do anything bad. It's just this is what stalking made. I probably did. You should make him feel so important. I think it's like Otis Toll. I think it is because of the tech he's on. You're just kind of little and he's big and you can do anything. You can stop it. There's nobody will arrest him. I can't believe there'd be guys out there that would actually think they could like terrorize people. I've called all the police. It's a really dirty bunch of dudes. They never be in the community otherwise. I think that's something to say there. I'll say, really, it was horrible. I mean, unbelievable crime. No, it was she was in this like full like I think the guy was naked. Right? Like, it was. It's horrible. Like, okay. It was quite the screen fest on all of them. Apparently, Tony Viejo intervened, according to the rest of the speakerphone, and said no, they can't arrest him or not to serve the death chamber warrant on. It is full, so they didn't bother to arrest him at all. I don't believe there's anybody around. I think this is just like a crazy man talking to himself. I probably sound horrible. It's depressing. You took my car for 2 years. There's been like, oh, it's awful. I'm just watching TV, calling the police. It's actual men actually doing that. I hope that the other people are hiding. There was some story about a child like going by at Dipping Dots. It's like, maybe stuff is, I guess. Stop stalking me. I agree. Well, I'm just in my house, really, and that's popping out like out of the Cox box. It's horrible. I just want to be alone in my house. It's just a mentally retarded man. It's embarrassing. It's been really like criminally offending. I mean, it's really brutal. People are my crime. You need to stop stalking me. Yeah, yeah. There's a crazy man really stalking me. Yeah, except this is how fish cooking. Really, yeah. I just called the cops. When did troll wars start? 2 years ago. It's not a good thing, really. No, at all. Oh, it's horrible. How many times has that guy blown up in troll wars? Oh, the computer stopped him from a terrorist attack. I remember that. I wasn't really paying attention to the story. He likes to narrate that. Well, that's not. It's always just a story about Muslim children and following women around and listening to couples having sex and all this sort of stuff. It always has been. It's really strange. Which they'll then narrate, they'll like by stalking a neighbor pornography them. So I need children a lot. Why am I in prison? Probably. It's on the site. I should. We should just sleep sitting up at this point. So you're watching what I'm watching right now, aren't you? So you just commented on it. That's what I said. Well, that was like you were doing the pyramid. It was Christmas. I was thinking Christmas Eve. calendar. It's all the stickers on the walls. Calendar bears. I was like cleaning the house, him narrating, somebody sent him like a database, because they have the same disease as him. Oh, is it me day? Yeah. Right. What the hell is wrong with him? It's Albert Fish. Go Google him so you feel better. Okay. So trolls are very aggressive. Albert Fish, Wikipedia. Hamilton Howard Albert Fish. May 19th, 1870 to January 16th, 1936. Was an American serial killer, rapist, child molester, and cannibal who committed at least 3 child murders between July 1924 and June 1928. It's also known as the Gray Man, the Werewolf of Wisteria, the Book of Vampire, the Moon Maniac, and the Boogeyman. Fish was suspected of at least 10 murders during his lifetime, although he only confessed to 3 murders that police were able to trace to a known homicide. He also confessed to stabbing at least 2 other people. Fish once boasted that he had children in every state, and at one time stated his number of victims was about 100. However, it is not known whether he was referring to rapes or cannibalization, nor is it known if the statement was truthful. Well, that's why I said that. You needed to go and check. Somebody needed to arrest these men before they got to this point. This is really, it's actual people. Yeah, as you're stalking you're stalking me buying things on the internet, as you do every month. I think I'm gonna turn it off for a while. I'll turn it back on if something happens.